Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class. Our topic for today is mixture. So, this is the final part of the element compound mixture chapter. For the previous two topics, you can check out the videos in the link given. The links are given in the iBox as well as in the description section. So, our today's topic is mixture. So, what is a mixture? To define a mixture, we can say a mixture is a impure substance. A mixture is a impure substance. A mixture is a impure substance made up of two or more elements or compound. Made up of two or more elements and or compound or both of them. And they are mixed in any proportion. There is no fixed proportion. They are mixed at any proportion, and which can be said as the mixture can be as element mixture, compound mixture, and element compound mixture as both. For an example, Fe, that is iron and sulfur. So this is a iron sulfur mixture. Now in the previous video we have said ferrous sulfate. This is a compound. Ferrous sulfate is a compound. So iron and sulfur, when mixed together, they form a mixture which is iron and sulfur. And when this mixture is heated, it becomes iron sulfate. So this is a compound and this is a mixture. So here in this mixture, when we'll see the following characteristics, I'll tell you. The other example is air. Air is a mixture that contains 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and 1% of other gases. So we can say that air is a mixture of different gases belongs to. So characteristics of mixtures. So first of all, mixture is a impure substance. So for the element and compound, we have studied that element is a pure substance, compound is a pure substance because it is having a specific kind of properties. Then made up of element and compound. For the element, we have said that elements are made up of identical atoms only. Once again, elements are made up of identical atoms only, and compounds are made up of elements with the combination of elements in a fixed proportion. And for the mixtures, we say that mixtures are the impure substance made up of elements and compounds or both. Then the third property says that it is mixed in any proportion. For an example, we can take 2 parts of iron and 3 parts of sulfur for the mixture. Or another example, we can take water and oil. So here we see that we have 2 liquids, that is water and oil. So we can take 1 glass of water and 2 glass of oil. So this is a mixture at any random proportion. Or we can say 2 glass of water and 2 glass of oil. So it can be at any random or any proportion. Then we can say the fourth point, it can be separated by physical means. So when we'll see the types of separation, we'll come to know that the mixtures can be separated by physical means. So first we have studied in the elements part that elements cannot be broken down. Then we have studied that compounds cannot be broken down by physical means, but compounds can be broken down by chemical means. Then we see that mixtures can be separated by physical means. What do you mean by physical means? Physical means individually separating by hands or by any other methods from which none of the chemical items are added to separate the mixture. Means by the physical means, we can separate the mixture. Then have no specific properties. For an example, iron is having a property of attracting to the magnet, and sulfur does not attracts to the magnet. So these are having two different properties. This mixture is having a two different properties. But when we talk about the iron sulfate, this is a full compound that is non-magnetic in nature. Then the other example we see two different properties. Water helps in extinguishing the fire, and oil, it helps in the combustion or burning of the fire. It acts as a fuel. Then the sixth point has no fixed melting and boiling point. We will see the example over here that water boils at 100 degrees centigrade, and the oil is having a greater temperature more than 100 degree centigrade as a boiling point. And as well, this stands for the melting point as well. Then we see types of mixtures. Now there are two types of mixtures: homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. So there are two types of mixtures: homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixture. So what is a homogeneous mixture? A homogeneous mixture is a mixture containing its constituent completely mixed together in each other in a way not distinguishable from each other. Is called a homogeneous mixture. For an example, in the summer season when we go home, we get lime water to re-energize. So if we take a glass, fill it with water and add a teaspoon of salt, and then if we stir this glass, what do we see? That the water and the salt, they mix together, and the salt is dissolved completely in the mixture. So this is a homogeneous mixture where we cannot see the mixture separately, and the water molecule and the salt molecules are uniformly mixed. You can do this experiment at your home. Then we come to the other mixture, that is the heterogeneous mixture. So what is a heterogeneous mixture? A heterogeneous mixture is a kind of mixture whose constituent, means what the mixture is made up of. Constituent means the particles or the substances that makes a mixture, whose constituent are not completely mixed together. So in the homogeneous, what we have studied, that it mixes completely. We cannot define or we cannot see the mixture separately in the mixture. And in the homogeneous mixture, we can see and we can distinguish between both the constituent. So what is a homogeneous? Once again, a homogeneous mixture is a mixture whose constituents are completely mixed. And what is a heterogeneous mixture? A heterogeneous mixture is a kind of mixtures whose constituents are not completely mixed together and can be distinguished easily from each other. Now for the example of a heterogeneous mixture, what we do, we take a bowl and we fill this bowl with iron pins. We fill this bowl with iron pins. And on top of that, we mixed the talcum powder that is available in our home, and we mix this one. So does the iron pin dissolve in the talcum powder? The answer is completely no. So we can distinguish, means we can see and we can pick up this iron pins, and we can see the separate constituent in this mixture. So this is a example of a heterogeneous mixture, and this is a homogeneous mixture. So now I would like you all to make the difference between a homogeneous mixture and a heterogeneous mixture in your chemistry copy, and in the coming class we are going to discuss this specific topic in detail. Now for today's, this is our lesson, and you are supposed to make the notes out of it in your chemistry copy. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet in a next class.